Hi, Assalamualaikum sir. My name is Intan Lyana Binti Mohamad Rozi. So I will present for the first paragraph of the background of KPJ Healthcare Berhad. So KPJ Healthcare Berhad is known as KPJ or group has been established in healthcare industry since 1981 and be the first private healthcare hospital in Johor Bahru. KPJ also has focusing in value of safety, courtesy, integrity and be professional in their industry healthcare. KPJ also has own 2 private hospitals in overseas Bangkok, Thailand and also Bangladesh for expansions on their services. KPJ also has on their asset retirement called as Senior Living Care, CLC in Kuala Lumpur and aged care resort in Australia, Cebu, Sarawak and also Kuantan in Pahang. KPJ also focusing in clinical technology into the digitalization medical supplies using artificial intelligence because as AI. So KPJ has focusing use this technology into their industry healthcare. KPJ also put as a priority of their community to help most people by providing clinic wakaf and Anur, known as Kwan, as charity clinics to community services. Until today, KPJ has 18 branches of Kwan clinics, 1 hospital wakaf Anur 1 and 5 other mobile clinic in Kuala Lumpur, Selangor, Johor and also Kelantan. So I will explain on the next slide is about in details in community services of Clinic Wakaf Anur by KPJ Healthcare Berhad. Clinic Wakaf Anur has been established by Jacob. Wakaf Anur has started in year 1998 at Plaza Kota Raya, Johor Bahru and known also as Galleria Kota Raya. On 1st of April 2011, management of Kwan was handed over to under management of KPJ and operational hospital and a few clinics under director of KPJ management. So, costing on the treatment in Wakaf Anur, okay, they have 2 separate bills. So, first charges for outpatient just RM10 and the second one is dialysis treatment just for 130. So I just profit they have a total 24 branches of Kwan clinics in Malaysia, 5 clinics in 7 clinic in Johor Bahru, 1 clinic in Kedah, 8 clinic mobile clinic in Selangor, 2 mobile clinic in Kelantan, 1 clinic in Pulau Pinang, 2 clinic in Negeri Sembilan, 1 clinic in Perak and the last one is 2 clinic mobile in Sarawak.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Fadhlin Sakina Binti Mohamad Asri and today I'm going to talk about type of incentive in KPJ Berhad. We have 3 types of incentive. First of all is pioneer status. Pioneer status, a company granted pioneer status enjoy 5 years partial exemption from the payments of income tax. Second, we have investment tax allowance. ITA is granted to 60% qualifying capital expenditure incurred of a period of 5 years and it utilized against 70% of the statutory income, while the 30% of balance is taxed from prevailing IT rate. The last one is a reinvestment allowance. The allowance is computed at 60% of qualifying capital expenditure incurred and can be utilized against 70% of statutory income. As we can see, tax given of KPJ Berhad, income tax exemption equivalent to ITA to 100% of qualifying capital expenditure incurred within a period of 5 years. The allowance can be used to offset against 100% of the statutory income for each year of assessments. Second is any utilized allowance can be carried forward to subsequent years until fully utilized.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Amira Fildzani. I will present two parts of this presentation. First, the condition for eligibility of tax incentive. Companies that provide private healthcare facilities to promote healthcare travel are qualified for tax incentive if meet the following criteria. First, the company must incorporated under the Companies Act 2016 and approved and licensed by the Ministry of Health, registered with the Malaysia Healthcare Travel Council, healthcare facility for the promotion of healthcare travel. For each private healthcare facilities, the healthcare travellers are short from more than 10% of its total patient for each year of assessment and more than 10% of its gross income for each year of assessment generated from healthcare travellers. Predetermined qualifying expenditure. Qualifying capital expenditure in relation to private healthcare facilities means a capital expenditure incurred in relation to first is building, second is plant and machinery, and third is medical device, and fourth is other facilities. These have set out by the Ministry of Finance and used for the purpose of the qualifying project and shall be verified by the Ministry of Health.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Zurina Binti Mohamad will explain on current and deferred income tax. Both current and deferred income tax are included in the period tax expense. The tax due on the current period taxable income based on the applicable income tax rate for each jurisdiction modified by change in deferred tax assets and liabilities related to temporary variance and to unused tax losses make up the income tax expense or credit for the periods, except when it relates to item recognized in other comprehensive income or directly in equity. Tax is recognized in profit or loss. In this situation, the tax is also recognized in either other comprehensive income or equity depending on the situations. Now it looks on the current tax. The tax rules were passed or substantively enacted at the end of the reporting periods in the nation where the company and its subsidiaries associates operates and produce taxable income are used to determine the current income tax charge. Management reviews position made in tax return on the recurring basis in light of circumstances where the application of the relevant tax rule is open to interpretations. When necessary, it creates provision based on the sum anticipated to be paid to the tax authorities. The best assessment of the most likely result is used to calculate this responsibility. Deferred tax is provided in full using a liability method on temporary difference arising between the amount attributed to assets and a liability for the tax purpose and the occurring amount in the financial statement. However, deferred taxability are not recognized if they arise from the initial recognition of goodwill. Deferred tax is also not accounted for if it arises from initial recognition of asset or liability in a transaction other than business combination that at the time of transaction effect neither accounting or taxable profit or loss. Deferred tax is determined using the tax rate and tax law that have been enacted or substantively enacted by the end of the reporting period and are expected to apply when the related deferred tax asset is realized or the deferred tax liability is settled. Deferred tax assets are recognized to the extent that it is probable that taxable profit will be available against which the deductible temporary difference and unused tax losses can be utilized. The group accounting policy in respect of reinvestment allowance or investment tax allowance tax credit is to recognize the tax credit when it is utilized as a reduction of the current income tax liability, and no deferred tax asset is recognized when the tax credit arises. Deferred tax liability is recognized for all taxable temporary difference associated with the investment in subsidiaries and associates, except where the timing or the result of the temporary difference is controlled by the parent and it is probable that the temporary difference will not resolve in the foreseeable future. Generally, the investor is unable to control the reversal of the temporary difference for associate only there where there is an agreement in place that gives the investor the ability to control the reversal or the temporary difference, a deferred tax liability is not recognized. That's all from me. Now we go to our other member. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Baetrice. Now I am going to make the conclusion for our group assignment. In conclusion, we have found out that KPJ Healthcare Berhad is entitled for the 3 tax of incentive. There are investment tax allowance, reinvestment allowance, and piano status. To maximize these taxes, they have to involve in purchasing new machine for healthcare services, and for their medical research is by development and by an equipment and build up more building for their services. However, involving in capital expenditure is to expand, modernize, or diversify their existing business, which give more opportunities in expanding their business in their field while also having their incentive. Thank you for listening to our presentation.